I'd like to talk about the Sparrow Hawk as a whole aircraft in this particular video. This is actually the end of my instructional videos. Here you see my old warhorse Sparrow Hawk that I've been flying for about 6 or 7 months. This aircraft has hit any number of trees. I lost count at about 4 or 5. Yes, I could have been a better pilot. There's no question about it. I've beat it, I've thrashed it, and here it is, still going strong. It's an amazingly durable aircraft, very strong. What I want to do is I want to take a look at this aircraft. I want to show you how I have mine set up, so you get an idea of what's in it, where the equipment is situated. Canopy hatch, magnetic latch right on back, pull it up a little, canopy comes right off. Simple as that. We're going to pop these wings right off, take the wing bolts out. Now I have wiring harnesses in the wings. When we pop this loose, you're going to look up in here and you're going to see the two Dean's 4-pin quick disconnects. It's very convenient. Those two plugs hook all the servos in the wing up. So let's go ahead and take those out. Let's unplug those. Okay. And that's all there is to it. You'll see this is just like the wing in the videos. And this is the very first one. Still going strong. Let's set this aside. And let's take a look at what we have inside this Sparrow Hawk. Okay. Nice folding prop. Okay. You'll notice in my particular aircraft, I'm using a Castle Creations battery eliminator. I'm a firm believer that if you love your equipment, if you love your aircraft, if you have an aircraft you really care about, you should probably be using a battery eliminator as opposed to the one on board, the speed control. My speed control, speaking of speed controls, is double-sided tape to the side of the fuselage right here. You can see it in there. There it is. And my BEC right up here. You can go online, gliderloft.com, which is probably where you found this video anyway. And you can read more about why I use that BEC and how to wire it up. But anyway, back to the subject. Speed control is here. That's a Thunderbird 18 speed control. Also a Castle Creations product. Castle Creations 10 amp BEC situated right there. Let me switch this around. If you look down in here, and it's very dark. I'm not even sure you're going to be able to see it, but I need more light on this video, don't I? Tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a little walk. Let's get out here where the light is bright. Is that a little brighter? Perhaps. Okay, if you look right down in here, you see my satellite receiver. That's the satellite of the Spectrum 7600 model number, 7600 receiver. The satellite is right there. That's on the right side of the fuselage behind the BEC. And further back, if you look right against the bulkhead, and it's very difficult to see because I have it tucked in there so tightly. But if you look right back in there, there's where my how high recording altimeter is. It's right back in there, and this is the bulb for it right here. You can see there's the readout LED, and there's the how high right back in there. I know it's pretty hard to see. Here's my wheel. That's the fender. You can see the fender over the wheel. Now, As we come in here and look, you see the two servos. And this is a nest of wires. This is where most of your receiver wires get tucked. A lot of them get tucked in there, but they also get tucked back here. And here is your 7600 receiver right here. There's your 7600. The servo wires are going back this way. Your harnesses are plugged into them, and there they are. When you put that wing on, when you put that wing on, plug them in, and these are going to lay right back here, just like that. And the harnesses out of the wing come and they lay right in here like that. They lay right in here and they plug in right there. Okay, now another thing we can talk about while I'm looking at it. This particular aircraft, you'll notice that I have a cooling hole. I went ahead and put a cooling hole in mine. I didn't do that to the production models, but I would recommend that if you're gonna use that motor hard, which we all probably are, I would cut a little air hole. That's up to you. How much air hole you want to put. This is minimum right here. You can see it's not a very big hole. That's inlet, and then back here on the back of the fuselage, I've got a slot about 1/4 inch wide, almost 1 inch long, for air out. Okay, and I can tell you that's minimal. In fact, it's totally inadequate for sustained motor runs. This motor is designed for self-launch, get you up about 300-400 feet, 500 feet, and get that motor turned off, because it will overheat. Unless, if you want to run yours full time, then you're going to have to put bigger cooling air inlets than I did, and possibly even a bigger air exit. That's your choice. As it is right here, I recommend no more than about a 30-40 second engine run. You will overheat that motor. Okay, but 30 seconds with nearly 1-to-1 power to weight ratio will have this aircraft at 500 feet, very close to 500, and you'll be looking for thermals. You can do that with a common sense battery that I recommend. That's an 860 milliamp common sense battery. You can get about 4 or 5 of those lifts off that battery to close to 500 feet. Now you'll notice, speaking of batteries, I have stuck a piece of Velcro down here. This is the non-fuzzy side of the Velcro. This is where the battery goes, right back here. Let's go back inside. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can, let me set this down here, and I'll just go get one of my common sense batteries. Let me get that. This is your common sense battery. It's got the fuzzy side of the Velcro here, and the way it installs. Now you'll notice I've got a little piece of it, and it's going to be very difficult to see, but I've got a little strip of black Velcro in there. One side is, the sticky side is, the fuzzy side is on one side, and the catch side is on the other. And I actually have that just trapped underneath the fuzzy, the battery Velcro. It actually loops underneath it, and this adhesive back Velcro here holds it in. So when you put in your battery, slip your battery all the way back against the fender and push it down, and then my little Velcro straps, my little safety catches, just come over the battery and hold it, see? And this, like I said, this loops around underneath the battery Velcro on the bottom of the fuselage, and that holds the battery in. And that's it. You'll notice you have plenty of room in this fuselage. You got lots of extra room for stuff. You could even put, I don't know, first-person video in here. You could put whatever you want. You have a little extra room. You have different weights and balances, and that is the Sparrow Hawk equipment video. You saw it here first.